Hello, everybody. How's it going? And make sure y'all can hear me okay. Had to change my setup around a little bit because my office has changed. I see you guys are asking for the Lady Gaga Super Bowl reaction. What are you doing? We're live, bud. Yeah, the Super Bowl reaction is coming this week, guys. But how are you guys doing? It's been a while since I've live streamed on Twitch and YouTube. I hope everybody is doing well. I've been doing good. It's been a busy couple of weeks. It always seems like it's always a busy couple weeks. Like I always think that the week is not going to be as busy as it seems, and I have all these plans to like do shit, and then stuff pops up and it's like the fuck. I thought we were in a pandemic. Like why is my week so busy? I should just be sitting home all day doing nothing. But I got a shit ton of videos to record this week, so that's my big goal for this week. I have like a couple album reactions I got to do. But how are we all doing? I'm slowly reading the chat as you guys pop up through. You guys been having a good year so far? 2021. 2021 off to a good start for all of y'all. I actually already did a reaction to Plastic Hearts. If you don't know, once a month. Speaking of which, I need to schedule it for this week. But once a month, I do a drunk reaction for Patreon members, and Plastic Hearts was December's drunk reaction that we did, and it's live, so that's always fun. But the Plastic Hearts reaction will be on the channel eventually once it has its patron play. I have listened to Lord. I listened to both albums, actually. You guys don't know there's a lot of albums on the Patreon. I know, like, people ask me to react to people all the time. Um, and a lot of them are on Patreon, and they'll make it to the channel eventually. Like, both the Lord albums are on there. Rina Sawayama's on there. Who else? I can't remember all the album reactions I did last year. But they're all on there, and they'll eventually make their way to the channel. Don't you worry. You'll see them eventually. I'm reading the chat. See. Yeah, Dreamcatcher dropped today. I know that. I'm gonna get a reaction to that this week. I also have another Dreamcatcher reaction coming. Uh, Probably next month, the beginning of next month. Um, so yeah, we got some Dreamcatcher coming up on the channel. But yes, we also got Madonna, Taylor Swift, um, Arctic Monkeys coming. All three of those deep dives are coming. And then if you guys don't know, there's a poll right now on the community tab for the fourth artist that we're going to do. And I think the last time I checked, I think Ariana Grande was winning the poll. Let me double check. And then also there is a Patreon exclusive deep dive. And that's going to be Florence and the Machine. Yeah, as of right now, with 5.5 thousand votes on the poll, Ariana Grande is winning. I will close the poll out Friday, so you guys have until Friday to vote on who that fourth person is going to be. Katy Perry is in second place with 27%, and Nicki Minaj is in third with 19%. But it looks like it's going to be between Ariana Grande and Katy Perry. So if you're a fan of any of those artists, go and vote so we can figure out who we're going to do. DL Mash? I don't think I did. Oh, Damash. For some reason, it looks like an L on my screen. I don't think I reacted to them yet. But yeah, Lady Gaga. I always say deep dive. Deep dives coming to an end. The deep dives never ever really come to an end. Like, that's the thing. People are always like, "Oh no, like that sucks. The deep dive's gonna come to an end." There's so much content out there for an artist that they never really come to an end. It's just, you know, the amount of reactions that come out on the channel from that artist is drastically slowed down and pushed for the other artists in the other series. So Lana Del Rey, Lady Gaga, Marina. I know Marina's getting ready to drop a new album, and Lana Del Rey. They're both dropping new albums, so of course those are gonna continue the deep dive for those. But yeah, they never really end. And I know I got a lot of questions and a lot of requests about the Star is Born reaction, and I'm not gonna do it because I've listened to A Star is Born soundtrack before when I saw the movie like 3 years ago. Came out in 2017, I think. So it wouldn't really be a first reaction. I could do it if you guys are cool with it not being a first reaction and I just give my thoughts on it. But that's up to y'all. I kind of want everything to be first reaction type thing because I think that's the fun of it. But if you guys really, really, really want my opinion on A Star is Born, I guess I could give that to y'all if you want. And I've also decided I'm going to start live streaming more. I wanted to do it last year, and I just couldn't find the time to do it. But now I'm going to try to do it, I think, once a week. I think once a week would be good, like Mondays. Mondays around this time, I think. I'm going to start live streaming every Monday. I'm saying it, so that's what's going to happen. I don't know what we'll do. It'll just be hanging out, I guess. We do some album rankings. I might play some video games every once in a while, even though I'm terrible at it. I don't know. I'm just gonna live stream, and if you guys want to pop in, like, y'all can check out. When's your streaming schedule? You didn't tell me when your streaming schedule is, so I can't check out you playing Red Dead. Oh, we're gonna do some retro deep dives for sure. I mean, Madonna's already the kind of start of one. I would like to do. There's a lot of artists, a lot of legends have huge catalogs, which means they're going to take forever to do. Um, but I'll definitely throw some retro artists, some classic artists in there every once in a while. What does my tattoo mean? Which one? The one here on my arm? If it's this one here on my arm, I'll show y'all. I don't know if you can see it. There's a mountain there. I know it looks weird, but it's like a forest and a mountain, and it's Mount Shasta up in NorCal. It's not the folklore tattoo, but it's Mount Shasta up in Northern California, and I had some family that grew up there, so that's what it means. But yeah, today I figured I'd hop on. I put some feelers out there to see if there was anybody who would be interested, or anything music you'd want me to listen to and kind of give feedback and critique on. I'm down to do that. I got a couple people who reached out to me, so we're going to do some of that today. But I also put out a thing on Twitter and a thing on Instagram. And you guys can hear too in the chat if you want to want me to look at your music or whatever. You guys can put the links in the chat. And if I can get to them, we can do it. But I also put something out for Unpopular Opinions, and I got a ton of them. So I thought it'd be fun if we go through some of the unpopular opinions. You guys can say yay or nay if you agree with them, and then I can just kind of give, like, my version of, like, do I agree with it? Do I disagree with it? And why not? I think it'd be kind of fun to see everybody's perspective on these opinions. And then, of course, just hang out and kick it for, that sounded weird, before I decide to get off. This is not OnlyFans. I can feature Baby Yoda in the videos more. Put some headphones on him. Could be like Taylor and Baby Yoda reacts to. I think that would get some views, right? So, okay, so for the Madonna deep dive, I had planned to start it last week, but of course, life happens. So, I'm going to drop it. My plan is to try to drop it this week. Of course, it's going to go on Patreon first, because Patreon gets it like a day or two before it goes on the channel. Since Patreon members get early access to deep dive album reactions. So it's probably going to be the first of the month. We'll probably kick off February with Madonna. And then the week after, we'll move into Arctic Monkeys. And then, Taylor Swift. And then whoever that fourth artist is. And we'll just layer it like that. I do want to do a Tame Impala deep dive, too. I think when I started the channel to Tame Impala, and I was like, if we get 400 likes on this video, I'll do a deep dive for it. But we never got 400 likes on it. I haven't checked it in like a while, so I don't know for sure if it has 400 likes now. But if it ever does get to 400 likes, we'll do Tame Impala. I'd love to check out more of their music. I've only heard a couple things from them. Moonlight Shane, hi. Any advice for me in my new reaction channel on YouTube? It's a good question. What kind of music are you reacting to, Moonlight Shane? I think Twitch followers, I think I need to have, I think 100 to be a Twitch affiliate. I'm not exactly sure how Twitch works as far as like the whole subscribing thing, because I'm new to it. So I'm still kind of learning that stuff, but I think I have enough to start doing the whole sub thing, but I don't quite want to do that yet. Maybe when I start doing this more, which I am. Fuck it. Maybe I should just set it up, huh? I don't know. I'm indecisive about things. It's how I roll. I just go with the flow. Yeah, you got to teach me how to do it. Okay, 500-minute broadcast in the last 30 days, 7 unique broadcast days within 30 days, and at least 50 followers. Well, we got like 200 something followers, so we're good there. I'll just, increase the broadcasting. We'll be good. We got this. We got this, guys. We got this. What are my goals for 2021? That is a good question. I have a lot of goals for 2021. The big goal is I would like to try to hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. That's the big goal. I'm moving in like 6 months. So that's another goal. I'm going to get out of LA, moving up to Washington State, going from all day sun to all day rain. It's going to be a nice 180 degrees change. And what else have I got planned? I'm starting my videography photography business too. So that's going to be fun. That's kind of something I've been working on, getting ready, building my portfolio, because it's been a while since I've shot some stuff other than YouTube stuff. So that's kind of what I got going on. Yeah, no, I've only streamed like 3 or 4 times on Twitch. I'm still a newbie. But it was funny. I was over at a buddy's house the other day, and we were talking about streaming on Twitch, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I'm thinking about doing it more." He's like, "I'm thinking about like playing video games. Like, there's people out there who like stream for like 13 hours a day." I'm like, "How the fuck do you stream video games?" But me, so that's always a thing. So I just decided, whenever I decide to stream, just, do whatever the fuck I feel like. And if people want to show up and watch, then they can. I don't know how to put my Twitch stream into just chatting. See, like, I'm going to rely on you guys to help me figure out how the fuck to work stream on a professional streaming level, because I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube sometimes. Which, by the way, we hit a year next month. A whole year that I've done YouTube. February 18th, 2020 was when I launched the channel. So we're close. We have like 3 weeks before we hit our 1-year anniversary. I do edit all my own videos. I shoot them, I edit them, I do all of it. I brought on an editor, at the very beginning, but but I do feel that I'm gonna have to probably growing the way that we're growing. Okay, I'll text you after the stream. You can maybe we'll like FaceTime or like video chat or something. You can just like walk me through it. Instagram live it or something. Who's my favorite YouTuber? There's a couple YouTubers I watch right now, depending on my mood. So I love commentary stuff, and I would love to move into the commentary realm sometime. I know music reactions is like somewhat commentary, but and like making fun of shit would be fun. I would enjoy that. But I really love D'Angelo. I watch him a lot. Reactors. I'll watch John Denton sometimes. I don't watch John Denton as much Weekend fan, and so I was watching him go through that whole thing. But I haven't really watched him recently. You guys know Caitlin Marie reacts. I watch her stuff. It's always kind of fun because she always kind of reacts to it, so it's always fun. Other reactors too. Steven Asterio, I'll watch him a little bit sometimes. It's just always fun to see everybody's different opinions on the music and see how they react to it, different from my own. I think that's why people watch reaction channels, right? It's because they want to see like You'll Never Walk Alone by Lana Del Rey. Is that an unreleased track? I appreciate it. I'm going to try not to burn myself out here. I've had to learn this whole thing. It's weird. YouTube is a weird for whoever the person who was asking for like advice on starting a YouTube channel or a reaction channel is just like my main advice, I guess, to say or whatever. I don't know if it's not necessarily in the beginning, but if your channel starts to blow up, be sure to take time for yourself. It's the biggest thing. Because there's this weird switch that happens, and it goes from this thing when you're just beginning and you're putting out music, or you're not putting out, but you're putting out videos and really nobody is watching, right? So you do it to put it out there to get your channel out there, and you don't really have an audience, nobody's watching, so there's this, you have this sort of freedom almost is what it feels like. And there's this weird pressure all of a sudden that hits you that you didn't feel before. It's because now you have people expecting stuff. Before you were just kind of putting videos out there just because, and now people are like, where's this, where's that, when you gonna do this, when you gonna do that? And it's like, I want to do it all, guys. Like, I want to do it all, and I'm gonna get it to you. And it's like you end up getting to this point to where like you're trying to like please everybody, like I gotta get all these videos out here, whatever, and then what happens is you end up burning yourself out. um and there's been a few times throughout this year where I'm just kind of like, oh fuck, like I need to slow it down a little bit, um and whatnot. It's a learning experience. You have to learn to be able to say, okay, like it's gonna come. You have to learn to and focus on it's gonna come. You got to do it on your time, because if you don't do it on your time, then your quality of your content is gonna go down, and you want the highest quality content, right? Quality, not quantity, is the thing. So that's my advice: is don't feel like you're gonna get hounded for so many reaction requests all the time, and it's gonna feel overwhelming sometimes, because that's what you want to do, is you want to please people. You want your viewers to enjoy the shit. But they're gonna be there at the end of the day, no matter what. So if they appreciate you and they enjoy your content, they would be willing to wait for you to put out good shit, and then to put out some rut shit and then not be the quality that they expect from you. So that's my advice for the person who wants to start a reaction channel. There you go. I have done Sawayama. Sawayama is up on my Patreon at the moment. If you could speak another language, what would it be? Well, I'm actually learning Portuguese right now, because my wife is from Brazil, and all of my in-laws are in Brazil, and they don't speak English. They just speak Portuguese. So I've been trying to learn Portuguese so that I can understand what the other side of my family is saying, so my wife doesn't, have migraines trying to decipher and translate everything. Are there links? Let me look. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. If there were links, if you sent me your links for your music or anything like that, send them to me again. My hair is like popping out here. It looks like super weird. But whatever. So nice to have hair again. You never know. Like, growing up, I was always very like, my hair was important. I always had a style, just kind of like how it is now, like all of that. And then the alopecia hit, man, and it just fucking done. But now it's growing back. It kind of covers the alopecia a little bit, so it's nice. I can kind of style it again and kind of get back to my normal self, I feel like. Sorry, guys. Well, you've heard it. No OnlyFans from me. Sorry. I always say Patreon is my OnlyFans, except instead of slinging nudes, I sling music reactions. You sent me an Insta message? Okay, hold up. Let me check it out real quick. I screenshotted it, so if it says I screenshotted it, I'm just letting you know. Okay. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I think I can sing a little bit. I put those covers on my second YouTube channel. So, I think I'm okay. Got some good comments on it, so I wish I could guest people on here. Can you do that? Like, I see. I wouldn't know how to do that either. That's another thing I kind of want to do is just kind of like do like a virtual meet and greet face to face type thing. If I could figure out how to do that somehow, I think that'd be fun. Hey, what's up, Joby? How you doing, man? What countries to visit are on my bucket list? Japan is one of them. Obviously, I mean, I'm has some Japanese ethnicity in me, so going to Japan would be one of the big things. Going back to Europe again would be fun. I'd love to go back to Germany. I'd like to travel around Europe a little more. There's some places I didn't get to go to when I lived there, that I would like to go to. I'd love to go back to Amsterdam. Amsterdam was a good time. Let's see what else. New Zealand. I would love to go there. Iceland. Possibly Australia. I don't know if I want to. I might go. Just have to be careful. There's no like snakes in the toilet. You know what I mean? The lineup for upcoming videos, like on the channel, you mean? I have tattoos. I have one, two, three. I have four tattoos. I have one here. I have one on my shoulder, and I have two on my chest. I want to get another one, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. Everybody wants to know what my zodiac sign is. What do you guys think my zodiac sign is? That's what I want to know. Like, what do you think my zodiac is? So video lineup, the video lineup for Patreon and for the channel. So on Patreon, I got this week. I have let me pull up my list real quick because I have a lot of stuff. Actually, where's my Where is my list, actually? Hang on, I'll be right back. Let me see. Oh shit. My lineup. Okay, so I have where the hell did it go? So for Patreon this week, I have Take Me Apart. And then I have another album by the Aces. I can't remember the name of it at the moment off the top of my head. And then I'm going to try to get the first Florence and the Machine deep dive video up on Patreon for the exclusive thing. I'm going to try to get that up this weekend. The rest will be throughout the week. I plan on having the Lady Gaga Super Bowl performance up this week, but I think I might wait possibly to put it out next week, since next week is the actual Super Bowl and The Weeknd is performing. But then that same week will be Stupid Love, and then the MTV performance for Chromatica that she did, and then the wrap-up video for that, and then Madonna for both channel and Patreon. So that's kind of the lineup that I have right now in the works. So yeah, and then I plan on doing a drunk live stream reaction so you guys, Patreon members, can vote on it. Yeah, I think it might be. Let me double check the Aces album, because I have it saved. I just don't remember the name of the album off the top of my head. I do believe it's Under My Influence, yeah, by the Aces. And then as far as the zodiac sign, I'm a Taurus. I was born April 28th. I'll do some Grimes reactions. My new goal is to put out a video on Patreon every day as well. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, my reaction channel is a little bit different. I know everybody does like new music releases on their channel when new albums drops or new songs drop or anything like that. But my reaction channel, I've decided I'm just gonna keep it strictly just the deep dive series, so that I can focus on that. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna react to new music. Actually, new music reactions, as a Patreon member, you get access to new music reactions, whether it's a song or a music video or a new album that's dropped. So there's that. But the channel is strictly going to be the deep dive series. I do have an option. I know a couple people have been wondering about, like, for album reactions. I do have an option on Patreon where you can, it's a tier. It's called an album reaction tier. And you can request an album, and you get a full uncut album reaction it'll also go onto the channel as well. And then you get access to the Patreon for that whole month. So I do have that option if you want to check that out. I offer that for like $45 though. But all these albums that are coming out on Patreon and in the channel in the next couple of days have all been album requests through that Patreon tier. So I do have that option. Yeah, the $45 Patreon option is going to stay the same. The Joanne, where you think you're going piano reaction is up on my Patreon right now. It's bonus content for Patreon members. There's a lot of Patreon stuff up there right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm plugging my Patreon a lot, but it's kind of what I'm surviving on at the moment. You know, that's the thing about YouTube reactions is if you don't know, YouTubers who do reaction videos, they don't make any money from their videos at all, no matter what. All the ad revenue and everything like that, like a majority of YouTubers get, all goes to the music labels. That's why so many reactors have Patreon. I don't play any instrument. I can play like piano, sort of, but by ear. I can kind of teach myself, but I kind of know how to do that piano-wise. I guess if you want to say I can play the piano, I can, but not really. I just play by ear. I play by soul. I'm a soul artist. How do I this Oh my god, I feel so stupid. How do I turn on the donations? Oh god, let me figure this out. Hold on, can I do that right now? I don't know. Maybe next time. I'm gonna get everything set up for the next live stream, and then we'll just fucking do it. I'm so stupid when it comes to Twitch, guys. Like, you don't understand. Like, but it's okay. It looks like I got some good people in here. We got some good people in the community who know how to work Twitch, who are willing to spend their time to help me out. I appreciate that, guys. I will reach out to you if you guys want to send me a message on Instagram or on Twitter or whatever. Reach out to me to help me out. That would be awesome. I would very much appreciate it. Or on Discord. We have my Discord server if you guys want to reach out to me on there too. I'm going to be doing a lot of restructuring to my Discord server here in the next couple of weeks, though. Yeah, tweet me the steps. Walk me through it step by step. I am going to do the after school EP. I do know we need to finish up Melanie Martinez. We are going to do that. It's a short EP, I know. We'll knock it out. We'll knock it out in the beginning of February. We'll finish her up. I don't really watch any streams on Twitch. I don't really know of any big streamers. I'll hop on every once in a while just to, if I want to kill time, I'll just scroll through, see what people are doing, just so that I can get like ideas of what maybe I could do or what people want to see on my stream. That's kind of the only reason I get on Twitch to watch. I haven't really found anybody where I'll actually sit there and watch them yet, except myself. I watch myself all the time. Born This Way Ball Tour reaction is on my Patreon for the full concert. I also have Monster Ball on there too. Hell yes, I will be reacting to the Weeknd's halftime. I'll probably have to do it like, I'm going to have to figure out how to do it. Maybe I'll record myself doing it while it's playing because I might watch it during the Super Bowl. Yeah, Plastic Hearts, the Plastic Hearts live stream, drunk reaction thing. I'll be posting on the channel soon. Who do I want to win the Super Bowl? To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This might shock. I think it's boring. So I really don't know who's in the Super Bowl at the moment. All I know is that The Weeknd is performing the Super Bowl. Who do you guys want to win the Super Bowl? I'm more of a basketball guy. I'm an NBA guy. Have I heard of Dylan will not participate? I have heard of him. I never watched any of his stuff. Oh, pulled out my headphones again. I always do that. I need to just get some wireless headphones, man. Or some ear pods or something. I don't know. Charlie XCX is actually going to be Patreon's second exclusive. Came down to Charlie XCX and Florence and the Machine tying that poll. So I had decided that we were going to start with Florence and the Machine first, and then we were going to move straight into Charlie XCX. So those are the two artists that will be on the exclusive deep dives. And of course, as always, all Patreon content will eventually come to the channel. But it's going to be a while because, you know, it's how it works. I don't know what headphones these are. I don't know where I found them. I don't know where I got them, actually. Yeah, I just know they're decent. But this cable is a pain in the ass sometimes, especially when I'm doing reactions and I move a lot. You guys know I like bob my head a lot, and sometimes like this shit comes undone. And when am I gonna open my PO box? I'm probably gonna open my PO box here probably next month. I was debating if I was gonna open it here in LA or if I was going to wait until I moved to Washington to open one up. But I think what I'll do is I'll open one up here. And then when I move, I'll just change it. But I have had a lot of people asking me if I was going to open up a PO box. And I will. I'm going to open one up. 'Cause why not? All right, Joby, have a good time writing that dissertation. Have fun. So the Taylor Swift deep dive, it's going to start, the way the deep dive works is that I start with the very first their very first kind of studio album, and then we work up to their most current. So I don't know what her first album was called. It was like Furious or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This Taylor Swift deep dive is gonna be super interesting because she's one of those artists where I've heard all of her big hits before, but okay, no, her first album was Taylor Swift, self-titled, 2006. So we're gonna start there, and we're gonna go all the way up to Evermore. So yeah, but it Taylor Swift is going to be interesting because I've heard all of her big hits before, but I'll be honest, guys, I haven't been a huge fan of Taylor Swift. For me, like anyone's like, hey, let's listen to Taylor Swift. I'm like, no, not really into it. But the thing is, there goes again. So, maybe this deep dive will change my thoughts on Taylor Swift. We'll see. That's the fun of them. It's just like with the Melanie Martinez deep dive. Sometimes I'm gonna hit an artist where I'm not really vibing with too much, like Melanie Martinez. But you never know. Things could change with this EP that I've yet to listen to by her. I am gonna listen to the new Dreamcatcher song and the mini album. And then I have a Nightmare, something from the Nightmare series coming out as well. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is about something over the last couple days in LA. It's been super cold. And I don't know if it's my allergies or what, but my nose has just been, and my eyes. My eyes and my nose has been running like crazy, and my eyes has been burning like crazy. And I'm not high. So it can't be from that. Well, right now, I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I know she's a good songwriter. I know Taylor Swift is a good songwriter. So that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a bit of a different element when I'm doing these reactions because a lot of these, especially pop, you kind of, at least for me, with the first listen, it's hard to listen to the lyrics and to listen to the music at the same time, because I feel like on the first listen, it's just really about the vibe of the overall album. It's not until you listen to the album like the second time or the third time or the fourth time when you really start to sit there and dissect the songwriting and the lyrics and all of that stuff. But I think, but with Taylor Swift, I think I know her songwriting is like something I'm going to need to focus on for these reactions, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's got to be that. It's like the dirt and the dust or something in LA. It's just fucking with me for like the last couple of days. I tried to put my contacts in and they were like burning my eyes. And they've never done that before, so I don't know. So I don't know what you guys want to start with first. I have some music from some of our community members that have wanted me to listen to some of their stuff and give some feedback on it. Like I said, I'm not a professional music producer, but I do produce music. I have a little bit of a background in music. My dad was a DJ growing up, and so I was introduced through him to all types of different music, and he's always kind of had an ear for listening to music and being like, you need this song needs that or this and that, and I feel like I kind of got that too. I can listen to something and be like, this song is missing this, or maybe you should do this a little bit differently, stuff like that. And so I figure, maybe I could use that to help some people out. It's cold in Sacramento too. Man, I was just in Roseville last month, and it was freezing. But I know it's got to be cold in NorCal. You know that NorCal, we get that cold up there. Alex, send me a link to your SoundCloud or to something from your music. We can take a listen to it. I think I have like 3 or 4 people already lined up. So we can check their stuff out. But what would you guys like to do first? Would you like to listen to the music, or would you guys like to do an unpopular opinions things before we move into the music? Y'all let me know. But I'll leave it up to y'all to see what you want to do. Oh, I guess people left me some questions on here too. I guess I could answer some of them. Okay, so let's do some unpopular opinions, and then for the final little thing stretch, we'll move into the music realm. Um, so it also gives some time because I see some people here who have requested for me to check out their music, but I also see some people who haven't showed up yet. So we'll do unpopular opinions, and then maybe those other people will show up, and then I can give them their feedback or whatever. But so this is how it's gonna work. Like I said, I've put out something on Instagram and Twitter to leave unpopular opinions. But if you guys have unpopular opinions, you can leave them down here in the chat, and I'm gonna go ahead and read them. And you guys are gonna give me a yes or no if you agree or disagree with that unpopular opinion. And then if you guys want to give a reasoning, you can, of why you agree or disagree with that, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. There's some pretty good ones in here. I think it'd be really fun to do. And if this works and you guys enjoy it, we can obviously do more of these in the future, because I always think unpopular opinions are fun. But I got them all in my phone here. Okay. So I got people saying that no, TikTok is not overrated. Oh, hello, sir. Welcome back. My dog is probably like super bored right now. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I personally think, okay, when it comes to TikTok, I think it's I don't think TikTok is overrated. I personally think TikTok is the way TikTok has come up, I think it's a useful tool. Um I just think that a lot of the content on TikTok, especially the popular content on TikTok, is stupid. That's what I think. Um a lot of it is super cringe type TikTok videos. Like POV, your boyfriend caught you cheating. POV, the love of your life saved you from a car accident. Like, and then you just got like people looking in the camera and being like, "Hey," and it's like really weird. And then you get like these guys on there that are like trying too hard to be attractive, you know? It's I think a lot of the content on TikTok is cringy. Is it overrated? No, because I do see TikTok being as a useful tool as far as social media. I think it is cringy. LA is overrated. Yeah, I agree. LA is overrated. Well, like I said, I mean, I moved down here in 2017. No, 2018. Yeah, I moved down here in 2018 and came down here to do, film, do a film, get into the film industry. And I ended up working in the film industry and realized that the film industry is not where I want to be. Obviously, with YouTube, I can do that anywhere, which is nice. But I'm also, instead of working for the studio system here in LA, I prefer to work as an independent filmmaker. So I can just do that anywhere, which is nice. LA, there's a lot of fun stuff to do if you're young and you're single. Man, if I was like 21 to 25 and I was single, like LA would be great. But now that I'm like 30 and I'm married and I'm just like in that stage of my life where I don't go out and party as much, there's nothing other than that to do. There's no point staying in LA unless you're working within the industry or you're young. Now I just kind of want like a quiet place that's not like fucking car chases and helicopters and going off all the time. Because that's all I hear. Literally every day, that is all I hear is sirens. Like every 20 minutes going off. There's at least like 2 police helicopter flyovers a day. Like it's just like it's not quiet. And then I go home to Roseville to my parents' house and it's super quiet and it's nice and I'm like, man, I don't ever want to move back to Roseville, but I want a place like that where I can just go out in my patio and chill and not have to worry about like homeless drug addicts trying to harass me the whole entire time. SpongeBob sucks now. I agree. I haven't watched SpongeBob since fuck, I don't even remember the last time I watched SpongeBob. The OG. Ellie Goulding is a really good artist, and people just hate her for her age. Um, I'm not familiar with her work. You know, I mean, I did that one reaction, and then I have that other one coming out. So, I think she's a decent artist. I think she's a unique artist. I think she has a unique voice. Anytime you hear her voice on a song, you know it's Ellie Goulding. Um, but I don't know. I don't have any idea around the hate for her. I enjoy her music. I didn't work in the big studios. I worked on some projects that was related. I was never contracted by any of the studios. I mean, they don't really do that anymore. Um, it's usually like the directors are contracted by the studios, things like that. I always worked on kind of smaller projects, but I have been around. Um, I have been around projects like big studio projects, not necessarily working on them, but you know, seeing the process, knowing the people going through the process, and it's just, you know, as a creator and as a filmmaker, you want to be able to tell your story. You want to be able to show your art in a certain way, right? Um, and it's different in the studio system because the film that you're making is not your film, even if it is. You could have written it. You know, it could be your baby, but it's being financed by the studio. And if it's being financed by the studio, it's not your baby anymore. It's the studio's baby, and they do whatever the fuck they want. So if you shoot all your stuff and you edit it the way you want to edit, and you sit down with the producer or the studio executive and they watch your cut and they're like, nah, we don't like this cut. You need to change this. You need to change that. You need to get rid of that. Get rid of that. You can't say anything. They own it. They own the rights to it. They own whatever they can do to it. That's the whole thing that happened with the Justice League thing. If you guys don't know, it happens. It happens all the time. And then if the filmmaker and the studio don't agree anymore, they get fired. So you know when they leave, you guys are fine. So big studio owns everything creatively. Unless you're a very, very, very huge director, like your Spielbergs and your Scorseses, like they have, you know, they're up at that level to where they can just be like other kind of mid-level shit like that. That's the studio runs that shit. And so you kind of lose a little bit of that filmmaker wants to have. This thing and they are canceled. Okay. Here's the thing about the whole cancel thing. I was actually talking to my wife about this earlier this morning. The power that people have over someone, and this is strictly due to we did blown up because of social media, and it's true. It's kind of a fucked up thing. We've reached the area now, of it's guilty until proven innocent type thing going on with social media and the whole cancel culture thing. Now, don't get me wrong, there's shitty people out there. There's people that do shitty things, and those shitty people should get canceled for sure. All those shitty people should be called out. But people who, you know, if they have a different opinion from you, if they think a different way about something, if somebody offends you in a way, I mean, you can't sit there and cancel them, because you're taking it personal. It becomes this personal thing. And that's the shitty thing about it, is that, it has become such a big thing that companies, businesses, everything like that, they won't touch you if someone's like, this person, like, they try to cancel that person. Or so it's social media has given individual people the power to ruin somebody's life who probably doesn't deserve to have their life ruined just because they don't agree with you over a certain thing. And that's super, super shitty. And it should be called out for the shitty things that they do. And they should have to own up for their shit. But good people who just have a different opinion from you, those people don't deserve to be canceled. Those people don't deserve to have you ruin their lives just because you don't agree with them a certain way on something. Like, that's stupid. And it's kind of stupid that businesses and companies have allowed people to have that power to do it. I mean, the world's social media has changed this thing. But yeah, that's the thing. What else we got here? Yeah, I know, like, who was it? That's the, like, because I'm very opinionated when it comes to music. Like, you guys know, I'm honest about my reactions. If I sit there listening to an artist song or something and I'm like, I'm not, like, I don't care for this. Like, I don't think there's no way in hell I should deserve to be canceled because of that. You know what I mean? Jail. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but last year with the whole, like, I know that she was, like, somewhat canceled, but, like, not really canceled. But I remember just people just blowing her up just because she was like, I don't care for this certain album or whatever. And I do want to say that the fact that she had to do re-listen to an album and be like, you know what? Actually, I think this is pretty good, just to please people. I lost a little bit of respect for that. I did. I don't think reaction channels should be about pleasing people. I think it should be about sharing and about, accepting other people's outlooks and the way they perceive a certain piece of art. That person's going to perceive the art in the other way. But for somebody to go and force somebody to perceive the art the way that person wants their art to be seen is stupid. And I don't think that you should do that. That's why I will never do a re-listen on my channel ever. If I don't like an album, I'm going to say I don't like it. And if people want to bash me for it, if they want to blow me up on Twitter, if they want to blow me up on my social media and cancel me, I won't do a re-listen. My opinion is my opinion, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, sorry. The whole harassing thing, it's new. It's kind of, well, it's not really a new thing to me. That sounds months ago where I kept having people just messaging me, like, harassing the shit out of me, uh, on Instagram. I'm sorry, guys. Whenever I drink water, I don't know why I burp a lot, but it it happens a lot on Instagram. It to the point to where I was started calling people out, um, on my Instagram stories. Like it got to a certain point to where it was just like I had to stop, and I hated it. I had to stop reading my messages on Instagram and talking to people on Instagram because they would start out with a friendly conversation and then it would turn into something that was just like, hey, you know what? Some sort of sexual harassment thing. And it's like, man, it's like I don't know who I can talk to anymore because I'm just tired of dealing with it. And then everybody's like, oh, you're blowing up on social media, you're blowing up on YouTube. That's just what happens when you know you gain a following. This is what happens when you start to gain a little fame or something like that. I don't call this whole thing fame. That's a weird thing to me. That's what happens. You just have to deal with it and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, why should anybody have to deal with that in the first place, regardless if, you have a following or you don't have a following? Like, nobody should have to deal with that ever. But now I've gotten to the point to where like I just block it out. If something ever, there's only been one or two times where it's been like really bad to where I've called people out in my story. And if something happens like that, I will continue to call people out. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to call you out. I remember I had someone had like 16,000 followers on Instagram or something like that. And I called them out. And like, if you're a shitty person and you're doing that, then you kind of deserve to be called out. And maybe it'll you being put on blast publicly will stop other people from receiving the same shit from that person. You know what I mean? Maybe I help some people. I don't know. But I've kind of gotten to the point now to where I'm very good at being able to tell where things are going when I'm talking to them. So if something is like going that way, I just stop talking. But I know there's a lot of good guys, good people out there. And so I've made it a habit to try to talk it to as many people on social media as possible when I can. And sometimes I can't talk to everyone because sometimes my inbox just blows up and I'm never able to see the messages. Oh, favorite music video of all time. You. Okay, somebody dropped an opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on pineapples on pizza? I'm just curious because this has been big arguments in my family before. The whole pineapple on pizza thing. It says people don't like pineapples on pizza because they use canned pineapples. Fresh is where it's at. I've never been a big pineapple on pizza guy. I've had it before. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, if someone's like, hey, we're going to have pineapple pizza, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll eat it. But I've never just been like, you know what? I really want some pineapple pizza, like, right now. But yes, it does have a sweet and savory mix for sure. But it's not my go-to choice. I'm a meat lovers pizza guy. I love like throw some pepperoni and some sausage and some salami on there. Recently, there's this what's it called? There's this pizza place kind of near. I can't remember the name of it. Is it Pizza Man? I don't know. It's like Pizza Man or something like that. But there's this pizza that I get with chicken, pink sauce, which pink sauce is really good. I don't know what it is exactly. I just know it's called pink sauce and it's pink and it's really fucking good. But with like feta cheese and you put ranch with pizza. That's the good shit. My wife puts ketchup on pizza. I remember when we first started dating and we ordered pizza and she's like, "Do you have a bottle of ketchup?" And I was like, "Why do you need a bottle of ketchup?" And she'll just like drown the pizza in ketchup. And I guess it's like a Brazilian thing. I don't know for sure, or I don't know if that's just her personal preference. But I've never ever met anybody in my life other than my wife who put ketchup on their pizza. That just doesn't sound appetizing to me. I don't even want to try it. She's offered. She's like, "You want to try it?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I don't want to try that." Okay. I love pink sauce. But yeah, pizza, I probably eat pizza like once a week or order on the weekends. I've been really into ramen lately though. Ramen, I love ramen. Oh my god, guys. I love ramen. I love sushi. I kind of want to order some ramen now. Now that I'm thinking about it. Thinking about all this food, man. A lot of these unpopular opinions are actually song requests. Okay, here's one. I know we got a lot of Gaga fans in this one, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think. But this says Chromatica was painfully mediocre. How are we feeling about that? I'm not going to give away my answer because I have a wrap up video coming and I talk about all the albums in my wrap up video. But do we feel Chromatica is overrated? Is it mediocre? Is there such thing as ramen pizza? I don't think that makes sense because the bread would get soggy, right? But okay, so we got a mix about the whole Chromatica thing. Like I said, I'm not going to give out my answer because I have a wrap up video coming where I talk about everything. So I don't want to spoil it because I'm going to do an album ranking, ranking. I'm going to do an album ranking in it too. So okay, here's something I want to say. as far as the whole Chromatica promotion and the pandemic, I don't think that's true. There was a lot of artists that dropped albums in 2020 through the pandemic who promoted it very, very well. Um, so I don't see the reason of the pandemic being the reason why it wasn't promoted well. I just don't think she just put in the effort to promote it. Because if she did, Dua Lipa promoted the shit out of her album all of 2020. The Weeknd promoted the shit out of his album all 2020. Those are all released during the thing, you know? I mean, they even did, you know, isolated performances. So I think she might have just like snubbed herself as far as promotion wise. There's ways to get around promoting your album through a pandemic. And it could have been, you know, it could have been that there's other shit going on. Like we have to remember too, like as much as we love these artists, they still are people with their own lives and their own shit going on. So, you know, there could be other factors that play into it, but strictly playing into like I couldn't promote it because of the pandemic, I think is complete bullshit. I will say though, in my album ranking, since you guys are here and not everybody who's gonna watch the video is in this live stream right now, Chromatica is not my number one album. I'll say that. That's all I'm gonna say from the video. In my album ranking, Chromatica is not my number one album. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and move into the music aspect now. Um, I think I have like three or four members with their music. Let me get it all set up. Let me go and get some more water real quick for this, and I will be right back. 1 second. Give me like 2 minutes. squeaking so much? Get your shit together, microphone. All right, Bance, you still here? Hey, Gene. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it grew back too. Uh, yeah, I'm excited. I still got a couple like bald spots around, but luckily my hair is like long enough now that it covers it up a bit, and there's slowly growing hair back. I just wish my beard would come back, man. I miss my beard. All right. Anyways, so all right, Bance. So we got brews. You said is your first project. So basically, what I'm gonna do, for those who don't know, I'm gonna listen to have some community members send me some of their music. I'm going to listen to it and give some feedback and hopefully help you guys out some way that I can. Uh, if you guys have any feedback you want to give to help these people out, you know every opinion is important, especially for an artist when someone is viewing their work. And please, if you do not be disrespectful to people's work. We all come from all types of different experiences and everything like that, and the whole reason for it is to be better, as a creative person. So we got Banch up first. Sent me his track Brews. So we're gonna take a listen to that. So let's do it. Y'all can let me know if you can hear my desktop audio or not when I play this thing. Let me know if y'all can hear that.
I've been so flustered and agonized. All this time you wanted me dead. Pulled the trigger, thought I died. Well, I've resurrected. I will say it once again. This is not a sad song. What you say and what you do didn't hit me that strong. What you thought was just a bruise, it's just rockstar makeup. I'll still be around, be your muse, 'cause I'm tired of sad songs. You can't forget me if you choose to remember. Besides, you will see me as a Hollywood member. I won't kill myself, 'cause I have to protect others from demons like you. Let them know I love them too. It'd be fucked up to not pay attention to the beings that lack affection. So I'll do what you haven't, caress the shoulders of those so certain. A sad song. What you say and what you do didn't hit me that strong. What you thought was just a bruise, it's just rockstar makeup. I'll still be around, be your muse, 'cause I'm tired of sad songs. You can't forget me if you choose to remember. Besides, you will see me as a Hollywood member. I know Don't be vile, now it's time to reconcile. I forgive you for the shit, just so you know I'm done with this. So don't call or message or text, don't use my words out of context. People ask of what you've done, tell them of when our love begun. I will say it once
Yo,
again,
that beat hits hard.
this is not a sad song, neither it's wrong. What you thought was just a bruise, it's just rockstar man. You can't forget me if you choose to remember. Besides, you will see me as a Hollywood member. I'm done writing about what's wrong, a new age has begun. Me dead, I don't care if you want me to change. You are not Jesus the King Christ, so fuck off with all your claims. Do me a favor and back away. I only care what the king says, and he tells you to go away and leave me alone. I will say it once again, this is not a sad song. What you say and what you do didn't hit me, that's wrong. What you thought was just a bruise, it's just rockstar makeup. I'll still be around, be your muse, cause I'm tired of sad songs. This is not a sad song, 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 this is not a sad song. 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 This is not a sad song.
Hey, Bench, did you produce this? You produce this yourself? The beat and everything? I know I see you on Instagram sometimes. I know you post like your previews to some of your music on Instagram. Because personally, I think the instrumental hits hard. I mean, when that distorted drum comes in, okay, you do everything. Cool. I really liked how that drop came in. I think that drop is hard. I think it adds a lot of impact to the music. I do know this is official audio, so it's not like a demo or anything. You know, I know it's done and, you know, written off and everything. Could have kind of brought up maybe just kind of the sonic wise in the song is if not necessarily in the first chorus that you have, but in the choruses throughout, if you added some harmonies to it, I think that would have really kind of beefed up your vocals, would have added another layer, which I would have worked really, really well, especially with this type of song. And then someone suggested guitars or something like that. I think that would have added a lot more to it too. There's a mastering wise, I know I use I use Logic Pro for my stuff, and I mix myself, but I have no idea how to fucking master. And I think I'm a decent mixer, but I do know there is a site, I can't remember the name of it. It's like a computer masters your shit for you. But all you do is you can just drop your WAV file or your MP3 file into it, and it masters it for you. And it turns out it's not going to be a master that an engineer can give you, but it does kind of, it does add more emphasis to the music. It does make it a little louder. It does spread it out a little more. But yeah, I would definitely. I can't remember the link of it. I'll have to think about it. If I can, maybe I'll send it to you on Instagram if I can remember it. Um, but it might be. I'll send it to you once I figure it out. But yeah, I think this song is good. It's different than what I've heard. It's very industrial, kind of heavy metal. I do feel the heavy metal vibe from you in your voice as well. Your voice has this very it has this very raw tone to it that I think works really well for this music. So definitely keep doing that. And also your songwriting too, man. Your songwriting's pretty good. But yeah, I agree. Mastering is weird. I'm not a fan of it. All right, let's see who else we got here. Hey Lex, is there a specific demo you want me to listen to from you, or you just want me to pick one and go for it? Okay, so we'll listen to It's Funny. Let me make sure it loads up real quick. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we're going to check it out right now.
I started to dream. I started to sing. I actually believed till I gave in. I felt every sting. I felt every word. I felt every touch. That's when I gave up.
See, told you.
Oh, can't you hear me calling? I am lost. Oh, can't you hear my voice before I started to burn?
You have a really strong voice.
can't hear me call. Oh, oh. And it's funny to think that your life could change in the blink of an eye, and you lost the life you knew.
Yeah, you have a very, very beautiful voice. It reminds me of let me look up an artist real quick, because as soon as I heard you singing, another artist popped into my head, at least vocal wise, and I can't remember the name of that artist for a moment. Hang on. Um Regina Spektor. That's who popped into my head when I was listening to you sing. It has this very, like I said, someone mentioned like a princess quality. It does have this. It has this very kind of enchanting tone, that's very pleasing to listen to. And what's your? Tell me a little bit. What are your plans for this song? What are you kind of creatively looking at doing? Are you looking at keeping it strictly just a straight piano ballad, or were you thinking of adding some other instrumental elements in there? Because I think it could work both ways, honestly. Okay. Yeah, I could hear it as a rock ballad too. Um, but I could also definitely hear it as a sort of, trying to find the right word to describe this. Almost a hypnotic. I don't know if that's the word I'm using for it. I definitely could see it being a rock ballad if you were to add, the drums in there, and all those rock elements that are going to go in there. I can definitely hear that. Um, but I could definitely hear it just as a piano ballad, just straight piano ballad. But allowing for the emotion and the sound itself. I guess what I'm trying to say is I think there's a lot you could do with your vocals. Um, like if you were to keep it a straight piano ballad, let the piano just be the backing element, but let your vocals be the forefront of the song, and adding that emotion and using the vocals to play with the sonics that the other instruments and what you would say a rock ballad would take up. I could see it just being a very enticing, hypnotic, emotional song. And you could do that by playing with the certain amount of reverb at certain amount of time, harmonies, all of that stuff. I think it would actually turn out like very, very beautiful. It'd almost be like an experience listening to that song. But I think it's a great demo. Like I said, your voice, there's something about your voice that has this really, really nice quality to it. And I love the piano backing to it as well. But I think whatever you do decide to do with that song, I do think it's going to be a very good song once it's finished. So good job. Or even if you wanted to, some light drums and maybe some strings in there. But like I said, I personally think for that song, your voice is strong enough that it should be the star of that song. I know when it comes to rock ballads, everything kind of works together, but I feel like your voice is powerful enough to where it should definitely be the center point of the song. All right, who do we got next? Let me pull up my Instagram real quick because I know I got some people on here. No, I guess everybody else who reached out to me and was like, hey, I want you to listen to my music, never sent me a link to their stuff. So I'll leave it up to you guys then. So let's see. Nixon, you said you made a video for your EP. I have heard Alana's album. I did her Lizzie Grant album. Uh is it on my YouTube channel? I think it is on my YouTube channel. I think it's in the Lana Del Rey. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Hey Peach, is it on Spotify at all? Cuz I don't have Apple Music. Let me see if I can and it's just going to give me a preview on Apple. Do you have it on Spotify? Possibly. If not, I mean I can listen to the preview. Since I don't have Apple Music, but or if you have a another link somehow, some way. But I definitely want to listen to it. Okay, let me find it on Spotify. Let me pull that bad boy up real quick. Did you send me a song, Joby? Let me look. My Spotify is pulling up. My computer is slow at the moment. I need to clean it out. I got so much like all my editing stuff. I got like random pictures all over the place from the stuff I throw on my green screen and all that. It's slowing down my computer. I just need to upgrade. You know what? I love my Mac. I just need to invest. I need to build a PC is what I need to do. Especially if I'm gonna do like games on streams and stuff, I should probably get a PC. Ah, found it. Alrighty, so we're gonna listen to Peach Avenue's Red Love. Let's do it.
Get me to my bed, love. I had a drink or two. All I know is I'm in pain. All I wanna see is you. Paint my heart in red, love, cause that's just what you do. I'm dead and I am cold, but I'm deadly in love with you. Point me to the next one, I'll have them running too. Now that you're here with me, be mine forever blue. Touch me if you feel me, don't leave my heart in vain. I saw that you saw me when you gave that girl your name. Get into my bed, love, I had a drink or two. All I know is I'm in pain, yeah, all I wanna see is you. Paint my heart in red, love, cause that's just what you do. I'm dead and I'm cold inside, but still in love with you.
I'm liking it.
Still in love with you. Never win these battles, but tonight I say I do. And I'm drinking in the chapel, pretty wasted, how about you? I love you more than love, kid, don't leave my love in vain. Still waiting at the chapel and you're driving me insane. You never came inside, told you don't tell me lies. But here again I am afraid, drinking alone to die. Never came inside, I told you don't tell me lies. But here again I am afraid, drinking alone to die. Get into my bed, love, I had a drink or two. All I know is I'm in pain, yeah, all I wanna see is you. Paint my heart in red, love, cause that's just what you do. I'm dead and I'm cold inside, but still in love with you. I'm the one that you first saw at the party. I was drinking soda mixed with some type of Bacardi. Told me I'm a bad, had a drink or two. All I know is I'm in pain, yeah, all I wanna see is you. Paint my heart in red, love, cause that's just what you do. I'm dead and I'm cold inside, but still in love with you. Still in love with you. I'm dead and I'm cold inside, but still in love with you.
All right. So I thought of another artist while I was listening to this song too, but I gotta look him up real quick so I don't get the name wrong. Um, Okay, so this song, I really get a Kavinsky vibe from it. Just with everything. I mean, with the music, with your vocals, everything like that. Um, do you produce everything yourself, or do you work with a producer? Um, I mean, as far as like producing the track, mixing it, mastering it, all that stuff. Joby, I don't think I got your suggestion or your message on Instagram, unless I'm just blind and I'm not seeing it. Okay, got it. Yeah. Um the one thing on the mix, I feel like your vocals could have been a little louder. Um it felt like it sat a little too low within the mix and kind of got lost in the overall beat a little bit. Um, but I think if you just brought the volume of your vocals up just a little bit, it would have been a nice little separation between that and the track. If you add some more elements within the whole, um, like the sound design of your vocals, like I said, during the chorus, I could have heard, um, maybe some cool kind of like talk box effect, just to kind of beef up the vocals in the chorus a little bit. Like I said, if you think like Kavinsky, think about like music, that electronic music, kind of like that. I think your voice would fit really well, with that type of music, and we get that here in this song. But I think if you added a little bit more elements to kind of beef up the sonics of the vocals a little bit, I think, like, I mean, the song is good. I think it could have gone up. Um, it could have taken it to the next level for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. I totally understand that with the whole first song thing, and like it's always weird when you put out a first song and you're not like confident in your vocals or whatever like that. But especially within the sound design of the music itself and in your vocals, dude, I think it would work so well. It would be dope to hear, honestly. Like, so I mean, maybe try that out on one of the tracks or something. And if you want, and of course, these are to the people that have listened to the music too as well. If you're working on something, and you want to shoot me over something and get my opinion on it, if I have the time to do it, um, I will try to give feedback to you guys as well. But yeah, Peach, definitely, it's a great song. The beat is fun, it's dancey. But like I said, I could definitely the adding just a little bit of those vocal details and those vocal elements, I think would have just taken the track to the next level. It would have been such a fun song just driving through the city with at night. It's one of those type of songs. Alrighty, Lex. I'll talk to you soon, and of course, thank you for sharing your music with me. I'm glad I got a chance to hear it, and have a good dinner. All right, let me see if I can find these others. So I have let me Okay, cool. So I got Joby, I got your link. And then Kafer, I got yours too. Okay. And is it the Joby, is the Uncertainty remix? The Dan Shepard remix? Is that the one? And Nixon, I got your link too. I have that loaded up. Why do I got a bunch of random numbers calling me? I don't know if Joby's still here or not. Okay, the remix, cool. Let's do it.
All your visions change when you know what you're wanting to see. All the times of change, you're running back, they're running to me. Honestly, I wouldn't say that you were bad for me, but I'm just walking the cycle that's soon to be complete. Do you remember all the times that I tried to come and help you? Do you remember all the lies you used for you to live through? Because I know you found it hard to understand what God had gave you. And when I came in open arms, it felt like I was what you'd come to. You don't understand the power that you have understand the power that you have. You could have said you're mad, and I just couldn't make my way through all the uncertainty. You couldn't know what was good for me.
We definitely got some Tame Impala vibes going on here, man. Dude, I loved it. I thought it was really, really fucking good. Like I said, I got some Tame Impala vibes from it, but I just loved like I've said before in my reaction videos that I love music that like plays with like the sonics of the space, right? And this does a very good job of doing that. And I really loved the kind of instrumental breaks where we get right after your vocals. It does have that kind of cinematic quality to it. It kind of 80s cinematic, almost kind of what's that genre of music? I'm trying to remember. It's like that why am I not like remembering it right now? It has like this something wave is the genre. I can't remember it, but I'm gonna think of it, and when I do, I'll let you know. But I think it was a very, very well done track. If this is the remix, what does the original sound like? Now I'm curious about what the original sounds like. Am I reacting to short films too? You know what? If you're a filmmaker and you got a short film and you want me to kind of review it and look at it, go ahead and hop on over, send me a link to your short film. We can we can watch it, and I can give you some feedback on your short films too. Okay, so I got a couple people sending me some DMs here. On Instagram. Hey, it's Lee here. Send me a link to your stuff on Instagram. Synthwave, yes. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Synthwave. Yeah, it does have. It has that very 80s synthwavy presence in the song. Dude, I gotta hear the original now. I thought the remix was badass, but now I just gotta hear the original. So, or if it's on Spotify, just send me a link, bro. I'll check it out. Just pulling up the links here real quick. While these are loading, I'm gonna go and get some more water. So I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so here we go. So whose song is problematic? I have a problematic pulled up, but I don't know whose song it is. Okay, so this song is called Problematic. I don't know. Someone sent it to me. Ogo World on Instagram. I don't know exactly who it is, but he says it's a friend. So I'm going to check that out. I don't know if you're here watching or not, but I'm going to listen to it anyways and give my feedback. And yeah, so let's do it.
I always had people most problematic. They follow me in everywhere I go. I always got people. I always got it.
It's kind of trippy.
People problematic, you always over dramatic. People problematic, you always over dramatic. Every time you try to grab me, every time you try to stab me, every time you try to fuck me, thinking that I'll never get it. Telling by your eyes, I can tell with real high dough. Guess I am your weed, you never get tired me. Oh, don't come up on my name, yeah, she protect Louis Joe. Don't turn around your back, or I'll send you to high low. Shouting out my name, me my feel of fantasy. The diabetes coming, yeah, I know that I'm so sweet. Make my face and shit, and you know what you will got. Everyone forget it, cause I'm always so damn hot. Beat me, you're gonna get it. Get away from me, you're gonna get it.
Problematic people all in love with me. It's like a motion when there's you that listening youngling. You know that I'm mad that you're not touching my wings. Like a snake can't bite, so don't turn on me. All these bitches go and go every time I stay here. Why do I feel so alone? Was like me don't deserve it. Where's my mind? Think I lost it. One heart drink till I sober. Where's my soul? Think I lost it. One more shot till I lost it.
Good.
Definitely an original sound. That's for sure. I think my biggest thing about this song, and it's a very simple fix, very, very simple. And again, it comes down to the mix of it. But vocals, it's very, very hard to hear sometimes. Sometimes you can hear it, at least in the first portion of the song, you can hear it. Second half of the song, I think the vocals need to be brought up just a little bit more. But it does have a trippy element to the music, which I like about it. But yeah, it can be hard to hear what you're saying sometimes. But yeah, definitely LSD trip vibes. It's definitely a song. It's one of those songs that you could just party to. Honestly, it's like a hardcore party song. But yeah, my only suggestion is just to bring the volume up on your vocals a little bit, just so we can hear what you're saying a little more. But I really love the transition that you had too. Sometimes transitions when it comes to music, and switch ups and things like that, they don't work very well. But you did just like I said, my only thing is just to bring up the vocals a little bit. That's my only feedback on that. All right, Kafer, yours is Bedouin, right? Is it your song? Sorry, is it your song and music video that you made, or is it a music video for a song that you made? Shit. Does that every time. Nixon, you still here? I don't know if it's a music video you did or if this is a song that you did and you created a music video for it too. But I guess we're gonna find out. Damn, y'all out here drifting and shit? You guys can't hear it? Here. Let me restart it for you guys. You guys hear it now? Okay, cool.
you something if you notice. You might not see it on the surface, but I'm trying to live life with the purpose. Oh, I'm in all again. My body is my temple, my mind I keep this in. Oh, I'm in, here we go.
Okay, so it looks like we were having some sound issues there, but I think it might be on the YouTube side. I think people are hearing it now. But okay, so some questions. Did you produce everything, or was it kind of, did you sample some stuff from some other songs and mixed in with stuff of your own and stuff like that? And also, where did you find the video clips from? Did you shoot them yourself, or was it just, stuff you found around online and just kind of edited them together? Because I think the only kind of critique I have about this one is just the mix. I think you just got to mix it a little better. I know, like, if you don't come from a mixing background or you don't have any mixing experience, it's really tough to mix music. I still struggle with mixing music, so trust me, I'm there. But I think a little bit of a little bit of a better mix would allow for some of the qualities that are there that you can hear, just to kind of stand out a little more. But for you doing it yourself, it still sounds great. So next up we got it's not a music video, but it's actually a short film by Isaac. So we're going to check out his short film. Okay. I'm impressed with how you were able to tell that story so simply, which I think is a very difficult thing for filmmakers to do, is to be able to tell a story, because you know, a lot of new directors, a lot of new filmmakers, they always influenced by bigger's better, right? Bigger's always do the thing, and they end up writing these stories in these films that happen to be like 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, a good grasp on storytelling with making a short film that conveys the type of story that you conveyed here in 2 minutes. And I mean, you did it all visual. There was no bullshit in the film. You know what I mean? There's no shots in there that don't mean something. Which is another things, people put random shots in their film for some reason. I guess I don't know why, but but here I can clearly see, you know, you picked specific shots to represent specific things, and the shot of or whoever, I don't know if it's your eye or somebody else's eye, or but the shot of the eye is the true character of this film, right? We don't know who this person is. We don't know anything except that eye. But we can see everything that character is feeling through the other images that we cut through. So good job. Good job. On Instagram at It's Taylor Roberts. You can send it to me there. I only got a few more minutes left on the live stream, so if you send it to me now, you'll be the last one I check out. Actually, we might have 2 more songs. Hello. Is it Oli? Ollie? No, Brendan, did you end up sending your link to me? Yeah, I don't think I got any more songs for you guys. We might have one more. Someone's responding, so hang on one sec. But yeah, guys. I'm gonna start streaming more often. I'll come up with a streaming schedule probably once a week. Spend a couple hours hanging out with you guys, doing whatever. But it's been fun. I enjoy doing with you guys. I got one more song that I'm gonna react to before I hop off here. Just waiting for the link. But does anybody have any questions for me or anything before we finish up with the last song? Oh. Pepsi Cola. But yeah, like I said, guys, I got Super Bowl reaction coming this week. I got a bunch of stuff going on Patreon. And then I'm going to try to get Madonna up next week so we can start her deep dive. And of course the fuck, I totally forgot what I was just gonna say right now. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm being all right. I got the last link of the day. So we're going to go and check this out. And it's called She's Coming, the explicit version. Alrighty, here we go.
Yo, cause I'm coming. Yes, I'm your motherfucking top boss. Blowing kisses with my Kylie lip gloss. I'll be burning up your mouth like a hot sauce. Try to talk shit to my face, careful who you cross. Bang, bang, I'll be shooting down all my fucking haters in my eyesight. Ring, ring, better call your suicide squad of the dark night. I kill them sons of bitches when I start spitting 5 bullets through my rock rhymes. Like a zombie in The Walking Dead, I'll be putting you down like Rick Grimes. You think I'm a beautiful flower you pick up somewhere in the jungle. But what you don't know in the jungle, everything there is scared of me, I'm the wrong girl. Can't handle, this ain't a riddle, you're now in the middle of your many troubles. Make that a double, lost all your luck on the gamble. Game over, now it's my show. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I'ma catch a bad bitch by her toe. I know this beat is dope, I'm pretty rap star with a Chelsea flow. My flow so sick it'll make you throw up. Keeping it coming to mind and go up. Ready or not, it's a massive destruction. Be ready cause tonight it's about to blow up. Burn it down, burn it big. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up now. Declare a crime scene, cause I'll be killing. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. And what the world will be hiding from, because I'm coming. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up now. I'll make the rap scene, now watch me roll it. Run, run, you can keep on running cause you can't hide. You can't hide cause I'll be catching you in no time. Run, run, you can keep on running, you'll just get tired. You can surrender but I'll show no mercy, maybe it's it's your first time to see this bitch who looking big time. I'm the motherfucking baddest, yo, my playtime. All eyes on me, I've been slaying since my airtime. Every time, been waiting for this moment, now it's Chelsea time. Yo fool, you're such a fool if you think you're fancy. Sleeping around with this fuck boys, if you ask me, ho, that's nasty. Disgust me, don't try me. You think you're better than me, that's funny. So sorry, you wanna be me, cause all of these boys wanna touch me. I'm cool, go. You think twice if you wanna mess with me. Better follow my rules, cause I'ma burn it down, burn it down, burn it down.
The bass is dirty as fuck.
Take over, baby, I'm coming. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up now. Declare a crime scene, cause I'll be killing. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. And what the world will be hiding from, because I'm coming. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up now. I'll make a rap scene, now watch me rolling. I'm in the zone, be ready to get your mind blown until the dawn. I'll be sitting pretty in my throne. Go check your phone, in the Google you're gonna be finding me on. So you know time for running or hiding, cause I ain't your karma. Face all your problems with me, don't be crying. You ain't got your mama and papa. You ain't got nothing on me, I'm a serial killing showstopper. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. The time has come for me to take over, baby, I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up now. Declare a crime scene, cause I'll be killing. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. And what the world will be hiding from, because I'm coming. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up now. I'll make the rap scene, now watch me roll it.
Just want to listen to the instrumental now. This beat is fucking hard. Okay. First off, that beat is hard as fuck. Second, I like your lyricism, and your flow worked really, really well on this song. I always mention, you know, when it comes to finding a flow in a song, there's this thing about being able to find the right pocket of a flow. That the instrumental leaves open, and you did a very, very good job of filling those pockets, so that your flow and the instrumental just, you know, work really well. They mesh really well together. Who did you shoot the? I probably should have paid attention to the credits, but did you shoot the video yourself, or did you have a team shoot the video? Because the video is very well done, especially for a low budget music video. It's very, very well done. It gives off the energy and the vibe that the song gives off. And you also kind of have that kind of you have that kind of like aggressive, like, bitch, I'm here now, you know, type energy coming from you. I mean, the whole thing fits really, really well. I think is you did a really, really good job on it. But I'm more curious. I'm curious to know more about, you know, your side of, as far as like production and the creation of the track and the music video and everything like that. And if you don't want to talk about it here, you know, we can talk about it on Instagram. But I kind of want to see your side of the whole entire thing. But yeah, great. It was a great song. The bass is dirty as fuck. You can't. There's no way you can't just have like a stank face listening to this song. It goes hard. It goes hard. So good job. All right, Ollie, you sent me the link. Let me find it. Is it the Jesse Joe Stark Fire of Love? I just want to get a confirmation to make sure I got the right song. I actually just had a bunch of other links show up. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, because I'm probably not going to be able to get through all of these links today. But next Monday, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to hop on here, and if you want to send me your music, we can listen to it, all that stuff. I am going to listen to one more. We're going to listen to Oli's. But I'll make sure I have the other tracks ready to go for next week. Let me make sure I got. Okay. So we got Oh Gosh by Junior Henry. I haven't I've done some weekend reactions on the channel. I haven't done a deep dive of the weekend yet because I'm a hardcore weekend fan, so I've heard.
Is it real life when you cry with somebody like you? Yeah. I feel like I can justify what I carry, even though I blew it. Oh gosh, have I met an angel? You know I'm not used to that, but I guess that sometimes it happens. Oh gosh, you need to save me. I'm not used to this, but I guess all I can do is to love you, to love you, to love you. All I can do is to love you. If love would be a sin, then I'll be dead by now.